Alright guys, it's time to discuss Boruto and what exactly has been revealed. I know a lot of you feel a certain way about Boruto at the moment. But I honestly believe the manga is superior in every way than the anime. This video will contain spoilers, but please start reading the manga so you can really enjoy the series, and what I'm about to discuss is worth a listen, trust me. The monthly chapter of Boruto honestly shows us the difference between manga and anime, and how one writer of the manga supervised by Kishimoto versus multiple writers who are working on the anime causes problems, mainly because the characters, power scaling and everything we see change through the perception of the person writing a particular episode, right? Watching the anime feels like this sometimes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky. Little Einstein, climb aboard, get ready to explore. There's so much to find. Little Einstein.
Whilst reading the manga feels like this. But all of this drama aside, we will not lose hope in the anime. We cannot lose hope. We have to believe it like Naruto does, right? So here is my analysis and theories on this month's Boruto chapter, since it revealed a lot of insane information. The manga starts off with a panel between Hinata and Himawari regarding the vase Kawaki broke last chapter at Naruto's dinner table. Hinata teaches Himawari a lesson on feelings. She tells Himawari that although the flower vase was destroyed, what's important is the feelings that went into making it. This is a throwback to Naruto the Last Movie, where Hinata stated the exact same thing regarding the scarf for Naruto. So it looks like Naruto and Hinata are obviously raising their children to be empathetic and emotionally understanding just like they are. That's why we see Boruto, who is a few years older than Himawari, to turn out the way he is in the anime or manga. A moral compass which is driven by justice and emotions, just like his father. Himawari may turn out to be the same and more sided with Hinata, I'm guessing. It's what a parent is supposed to do anyway, so I felt like this scene was really cute and it keeps them relevant, that's why I'm talking about it. After this, we see Boruto and Kawaki get some character development. They need to take a pee behind the house, but Kawaki breaks the #1 goddamn rule, and this is the unsaid rule that men follow during urinals, fam. You can't break this rule, and that's a thing called personal space.
Let go of me. This is fault. This is harassment. He's touched my leg. He touched my winky. He just touched my dick. It's on the side. I got a 9-inch.
Kawaki literally takes a glance at Boruto, right? And they both do, which is weird, and Boruto asks him to go somewhere else as you would, right? That's what I would say. But Kawaki tells him not to boss him around, you small fry. Kawaki basically revealed Boruto has a small winky, which causes them to fight, and then this creates one of the funniest manga panels I have ever seen from Naruto. I mean, when I saw this panel, I was laughing my ass off in bed. I literally had to drop my phone just so I can think about Naruto saying, "Let me shit in peace." Like, it's something so silly yet relatable. Now let's be serious, let me talk about the juicy bits. So since Kawaki and Boruto fight and their karma seals activate, Kawaki starts to witness Boruto having a normal life whilst he himself never had one to begin with. As I mentioned in my previous chapter analysis, Kawaki is a person that doesn't see his value in life and what the world has become, since from the beginning of his birth, it's always been hell. Kawaki ponders on how Boruto got his karma seal in the first place, which we all know is from Momoshiki Otsutsuki. Kawaki ends up opening up to Boruto regarding his backstory, and they both trade stories on how they got their seals. Boruto of course mentions Momoshiki to Kawaki, whilst Kawaki reveals a lot of information regarding Jigen. Everything that we have stated in theory from previous videos we have created regarding Jigen having his own karma seal and why Kawaki is called a vessel, it ends up true and is proven accurate in this chapter. So I might as well give myself a pat on the back, guys, you know, give me that praise. I'm joking. Anyways, as I said before, the manga showcases many children, around 15 in tubes. This is like what Orochimaru was doing in the past with his experiments, but with different technology and intentions. As we know, Jigen collects or buys children from people in villages that wouldn't care about or notice that they are gone. Jigen has mentioned to Kawaki before that if he accepts, he will no longer be empty anymore, meaning he will hold his power of karma and have the purpose he has been seeking his whole life. However, in this chapter, we learn that Kawaki rejects this idea once he opens up to Boruto and Naruto. Kawaki's character development is great, I like it, because we already understand his feelings and know his goal in the story, and that is to get rid of the seal that binds his fate. He invites Boruto to join him on his quest to end Jigen and the curse that they have. Not only has Jigen give Kawaki the Karma Seal, we also know for a fact that he has inorganic technology that has changed Kawaki's body permanently into something he wasn't before. Jigen has to be the evilest person in Boruto that we know of. You know how Orochimaru was evil incarnate in the start of Naruto? And he killed 100 people for wood release as well as for every ninjutsu he goddamn created? He admitted he killed a countless number of people just to experiment on. Well, Jigen is basically that with an organization called Kara. Like, oh my god. Kawaki reveals that Jigen also has a Karma Seal, but it is possible that he is an Otsutsuki because he has the ability to give the Karma Seal to people at his will, kinda like a god what Momoshiki stated. Momoshiki only achieved this after dying, and we don't know 100% if he had that ability before this, but it's pretty evident that Kinshiki showed us that they sacrificed themselves to be eaten by each other because the creed of the Otsutsuki is transferring power. Now, the reason I'm saying that Jigen can possibly be the king of Otsutsuki or a supreme leader that has evolved in their race is because he already has the transformation that clearly looks more defined after Momoshiki had absorbed Kinshiki, so Jigen obviously has absorbed some sort of Otsutsuki member. Jigen's karma transformation shows us that he isn't someone that should be underestimated, and he also has unique jutsu that can rewind time. I believe this may be possible because of his advanced evolution from another race he is from, or from receiving multiple sources of power by absorbing Otsutsuki. Now, it's pretty much clear from the manga chapter that not everyone can receive the Karma Seal, a gift from the gods per se, because you will die. Now, Boruto received his Karma Seal and survived from Momoshiki because we all know that Boruto has inherited strong Otsutsuki genetics stated by Tonori and Momoshiki himself, in addition to the fact that he has a mutation called the Pure Eye, so this would explain why Boruto was easily able to survive the transfer of the seal. When we look back at Jigen transferring the seal to children, they all clearly cannot survive except Kawaki maybe. There is a possibility that another child survived this process of experiment, since we still saw 1 or 2 children still in the background, and we also know from the dialogue that Jigen has been doing this for a while and he doesn't have much time. He has a plan and it needs to get implemented as soon as possible, since the doctor asks him, how long do you intend on continuing? We don't even know how many people have died at this point. Jigen is pure evil because he says there is no reason to stop and they don't have time or options to spare, god damn it. So Jigen is possibly an Otsutsuki king, or is he fighting the Otsutsuki invasion that has to come? What's his plan? Well, let me dive deeper. You know how Boruto's eye is called the Pure Eye, right? From its design, we can see that Boruto's eye becomes jet black with the white in the middle. This represents the purity of it and the light within darkness. So within our community, we all have this one theory regarding Boruto possibly having the original King Otsutsuki eyes that all dojutsu derive from, such as the Rinnegan, Sharingan and Tensenga, right? Now, what if Boruto's eye was the pure jet black just like Jigen, but due to the mutation and the manipulation of Tonori to save Earth, it became something more, the Pure Eye. So when we look at Jigen's 2 eyes, they also may be a dojutsu, since they are essentially the Pure Eye design without the light. Jigen's eyes can be the opposite of Boruto. It is possible that he is one of the supreme leaders of the Otsutsuki with pure black eyes within darkness, you know, pure jet black eyes, and that's why Tonori says Boruto is the star of hope, kinda like a metaphor, since his eye looks like a star within space that's full of darkness. I hope you guys get what I mean, but it kinda does make sense to me. Like, think about it, Otsutsuki clearly have the ability to see the future and have prophecies, right? Boruto displays this ability himself to us against Momoshiki, when he defeated Momoshiki by dodging his taijutsu whilst his pure eye was active. This is the same taijutsu the Gokage couldn't even dodge, and they were amazed about it. They were like, oh my god. So one way or another, Boruto achieved something and he doesn't know it yet. These dojutsu and Otsutsuki have the ability to see through time, right? And that's a fact that we all know. Now, Jigen has the ability to rewind time and has some sort of space-time ninjutsu. So what if this was because of his eyes being similar to the pure eye and he is the king of Otsutsuki or something along those lines, which gave him these abilities that manipulate Otsutsuki time powers? I do really think either Jigen is an evolution of the Otsutsuki, or he is someone of another race that has inherited a lot of their people from their creed and he wants to rule them all. Jigen clearly has the abilities we have never seen before. He has inorganic technology, he has the ability to rewind time, and now it's revealed that he passes on karma seals whenever he wants. Momoshiki stated himself, when someone has these seals or inheritance of powers, they cease to be ordinary and they have to be a god per se. So Jigen must be a god, right? So this all points towards him being overpowered and a special being that we haven't seen before, and I'm excited. The way Jigen talks of vessels and not having time, which also makes me think of the idea that karma is used by Otsutsuki to transfer themselves between bodies, and that's Jigen's body failing due to not being pure, and you know they are immortal. We already know this, that they live for aeons, right? So it's pretty clear to me that the manga is lit. You guys need to read this, man, because it's like, oh my god, it's amazing, right? So Kawaki's main goal is an anti-parallel with Sasuke. Sasuke desperately wanted power at any cost in the original Naruto, including being involved with people like Orochimaru. However, Kawaki wants to leave Kara and live a normal life just like what Boruto has, and he is witnessing living in their household, even at the cost of his power or life. Kawaki even mentioned himself that he hoped that he didn't survive the experiment and would rather die. For someone being that edgy and traumatized, Kawaki seems very reasonable this chapter. I like his character. So I'm really looking forward to what Naruto will do with Kawaki next chapter, advising him on getting money or something to replace the vase. It will provide a lot of character development to both of them on how they interact. I love what Naruto has become as an adult and how the characterization is almost perfect. He's still the old Naruto we know, he's goofy and troll, but he's mature to the point of being a great Hokage. Overall, I thought this chapter was an 8 out of 10, it was great, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you next time.